In a joint press conference with Lithuanian Prime Minister Gintautas Paluckas, Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson announced plans to cooperate in the bulk procurement of CV90 infantry fighting vehicles with Finland, Norway, and Lithuania. The four countries are preparing a formal declaration that is planned to be announced next spring. According to Kristersson, the cooperation aims to speed up delivery times, reduce costs, and strengthen the domestic defense industrial base. Although the exact value has not been announced, the number of vehicles to be purchased is expected to reach hundreds of units. The four countries involved in the CV90 procurement, Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Lithuania, have different backgrounds in the use of these vehicles. Sweden leads the way with more than 540 CV90s in various variants, such as the CV9040 with 40mm cannon, as well as special versions for command, repair, air defense, and fire support. However, some of the vehicles have been retired, and about 51 units have been delivered to Ukraine. Finland operates 102 CV9030 Finn units, acquired in 2000 and 2004. Currently, the country is undergoing a modernization program targeted for completion by 2026. Meanwhile, Norway originally purchased 104 CV9030 Mark I in the 1990s and has upgraded almost all of them to Mark III standard. After selling some to Estonia and ordering additional ones in 2021, Norway's active fleet totals around 129 units. Lithuania does not yet own a CV90, but is now actively participating in joint procurement talks. Combined, Sweden, Finland, and Norway have around 776 CV90s, not including reductions due to vehicle retirements and assistance to Ukraine. This figure forms the basis of ongoing expansion and modernization plans. Other countries in Europe are also starting to look at the CV90. Slovakia purchased 152 CV9035s in 2022 for about $1.37 billion, while the Czech Republic ordered 246 CV90 Mark IVs in 2023 for $2.2 billion. The price per CV90 is now expected to increase from 8 million euros to more than 11 million euros. The vehicle has proven effective in various military missions, including in Afghanistan and Ukraine, with high firepower, protection, and mobility thanks to its 550 horsepower Scania DI-16 engine. Regional cooperation in CV90 procurement will simplify logistics, improve interoperability, and reduce vehicle lifecycle costs. Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Denmark are also discussing harmonization of standards, joint system development, and simplification of configurations to facilitate cross-border maintenance. The head of the Swedish Army, Major General Johnny Lindfors, emphasized the importance of a cross-development, cross-purchase, and cross-use approach. This was also supported by Major General Lars Lervik of Norway, who suggested that procurement should not be too nationally customized. The number of CV90s to be replaced or augmented under this project is estimated at around 870, including the replacement of around 100 Finnish BMP-2 IFVs. The overall cost of procurement could touch 8 billion euros, if referring to the average price of 9 million euros per unit, with deliveries being phased in according to each country's budget and operational needs. The program is part of a broader collective defense strategy in the Nordic region. In addition to standardizing combat vehicles, the four countries agreed to use joint military uniforms and to seek interchangeability of 155mm caliber artillery ammunition. This move reflects a commitment to defense integration, especially in response to the growing threat from Russia in the Eastern European region. While the CV90 is the leading candidate in this plan, the procurement process will still go through a thorough evaluation. Competitors such as the Rheinmetall Lynx, KNDS Puma, and even vehicles from General Dynamics of the United States are still under consideration. The Swedish government recognizes that while the CV90 is a reasonable choice, other systems could also be alternatives. The final decision will greatly affect Northern Europe's mechanized force structure for decades to come. The CV90, known in Sweden as the Stridsfordon 90, Stref 90, was first developed by Hägglunds and Bofors in the 1980s to replace the PBV 302. The vehicle was designed specifically for the Nordic environment and went into production in 1993. Today, BAE Systems Hägglunds is responsible for its production, with more than 1,300 units having been delivered to 9 countries. Over time, the CV90 has evolved into various variants, from the CV90-40 with a 40mm cannon for the Swedish market, to export versions such as the CV90-30 and CV90-35 with 30 and 35mm cannons. These versions are now used by Finland, Norway, Switzerland, Denmark, and the Netherlands. Some countries, such as Norway and Denmark, have upgraded and increased the size of their fleets over the past decade. Modernization continues, including the integration of digital systems, increased engine power, and additional protection such as cage guards and Mexus panels. The CV90 has also been used to test new technologies such as unmanned turrets and hybrid propulsion systems, making it an adaptive platform for future needs. With the trend towards joint procurement now a new direction in the Nordic region, the CV90 is positioned as a symbol of regional defense synergy. This initiative not only simplifies supply chains and logistics, but also paves the way for deeper integration between countries in terms of tactics, training, and technology development. In the face of increasingly complex security dynamics in Europe, especially amidst heightened geopolitical tensions, such cross-border cooperation is considered essential to strengthen NATO's collective defense and ensure adaptive and coordinated military readiness.